Hello, everyone. Dee Mitchell here, and I want to talk to you about um, central idea. We are still reading biographies, which are nonfiction texts that tell us about the lives of real people and real events. But we need to know as good readers that these texts often have a central idea. And so the central idea is the most important idea or point about the topic. And when we are reading a biography, um, the person that the author has written about, that is the topic. That is what the text is about. But there may be some really important ideas that the author has tucked away in the text and at different points in the text on different pages. And so we need to know that as good readers. These central ideas um, can often be seen if we pay attention to supporting evidence, such as details and facts or examples in the text. It can lead us back to the central idea. It can lead us back to these important ideas that the author wants you to understand as a reader. And so we are going to look at a text called Gingerbread for Liberty. And again, remember, we are reading a biography. We want to think about some things that were mentioned earlier, such as who are we reading about? Um, why does this person, why is this person important? Um, and just thinking about the events in this person's life. Those things we mentioned earlier while looking at another text. And it's also important to bring that into this text as again we look for the central idea, some really important ideas about this person. Everyone in Philadelphia knew the gingerbread baker, his honest face, his booming laugh, and of course, his gingerbread, the best in all the 13 colonies. His big, flowery hands turned out castles and queens, horses and cows and hens, each detail drawn in sweet, buttery icing with the greatest skill and care. Yet, despite his care, there always seemed to be some broken pieces for the hungry children who followed their noses to the spicy smelling shop. No empty bellies here, the baker bellowed, not in my America. So let's stop and think about what we've learned so far. We know that the baker is now in Philadelphia, which happens to be um, a state here in America. And the baker um, is very skilled at what he does. But most of all, here, um, it seems like he likes to make sure that there are some pieces of gingerbread for the little kids who come to his shop. He doesn't want their bellies to be empty. He says, no empty bellies here, not in my America. Let's read on and see what else we can find out about this baker. For once upon a time, he had been young and hungry too, and he had followed his own nose to this new world where a hard-working young man could open his own bakery and always have enough to eat. Let's stop. So I have learned something about this baker. I hope you can see it too. There's a reason that he's come to America. He's come from a place where he himself, as a young child, did not have enough to eat. And so he's come over to America um, to work hard as a baker so that he doesn't experience not having enough to eat. He's worked hard and now he can feed himself. And he also enjoys feeding other little children because he knows what that's like to not have enough to eat. So I am thinking here, this is the central idea of these couple of pages of this text. We're learning that the topic is, of course, the gingerbread baker. This is who we're reading about. But what is important for us to know in this part of the text? What's important for us to know is that he came over with a desire to work hard and to make enough money so that he would have enough food um, for himself. And so, again, boys and girls, we're looking at a biography. And a biography, again, is a nonfiction text about a real person and real events that have happened. And often there will be a central idea. The topic, of course, will be the person that you're reading about, but there is also a central idea, an important idea that the author wants you to get or understand about this person. And there will be several, in certain cases, several central ideas or important ideas that the author might want us to see throughout the text. And the way that we find these, again, is by looking at supporting evidence, such as details, facts, or examples that tell us about this central idea. Okay, so once again, that's what you're looking for as you read on throughout this text. Happy reading, boys and girls.